Blessings, Divine Reflection. Welcome back to the Goddess Divine YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Idalis. Welcome. I have been going through personally a lot of transitions in my own life as the frequency continues to raise on planet Earth. The old, stagnant, and energies that do not serve our highest and greatest good are falling out of our lives. And so here we are in beautiful nature. It's truly a blessing to be here right now. Today we're going to be talking about how to access high dimensional frequency through the Lyrans. They have brought me here in front of you today to talk about the portals that you can enter in order to access this high vibrational, high dimensional, universal consciousness and frequency. I hope you can enjoy the sounds of water. I hope that this video provides you with a peaceful sense of being and a deeper connection to your inner being and your true self. So the first Lyran portal that you can connect to in order to anchor this high vibrational frequency into your own life and into the earth to once again return humanity back to the remembrance of who we once were and who we are at the highest level of being, is the Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. So this structure has an extremely potent spiritual power and represents the spiritual power that we possess. The Pyramids of Giza represent creation, destruction, and transformation, as it is aligned actually with the Constellation of Orion, which houses Lyran refugees who have fled to this part of the cosmos during the Draco-Lyran War. To hear more about this war, of course, you can check out the Lyran Starseed video if you haven't already. So in connecting with the Pyramids of Giza, you can also work with the god Osiris, who was the god of creation, destruction, and rebirth. The Pyramids of Giza have an incredible amount of power due to their alignment with the Orion constellation, and also due to their sacred geometric form. They have an incredible mathematic placement. Its placement can actually be mapped out in a Fibonacci sequence, the spiral that you see so common throughout nature and as the natural evolution of matter in the physical worlds that we exist on and also in the cosmos. To align with the Pyramids of Giza is to align with your own God body and your potential as a living God. You can also work with the structure of the pyramid itself to help you to attune to the Pyramids of Giza and the esoteric information of our ancestors. You can purchase pyramids in crystal forms, in forms of metal. You can also use organite, which is a pyramid form that is used to attract negative energy and repel it at very high speeds. This can help you to purge any unnecessary blockages that are preventing you from bringing your full light onto planet Earth, or that are wanting to perhaps tamper with your energy. Creating crystal grids is a great way to connect to the frequency of sacred geometry, which really is just high vibrational alignment with the highest form of creation, which is light. But of course, what would light be without the knowledge of darkness? Both the light and dark work together in harmony to create balance and unity on the physical plane. we would not know life without death. And so connecting also to the underworld, right, and the purification process that this great journey through the Dark Mother brings us to, which is a deeper awareness and maintains balance and harmony with the cycles of life. Again, connecting back to Orion and the Lyrans that took refuge at this dimensional frequency in the cosmos. In connecting with the Pyramids of Giza, we are also reminded that we, as Lyran Starseeds, are at home wherever we go. Also, the Pyramids of Giza, we're connected to obelisks that surrounded the structure that the Pyramids of Giza was able to transmit energy to due to this, really advanced ancient technology. So meditating with quartz towers could be a really great way to sink into the energy of the Pyramids of Giza, incorporating them into crystal grids, creating crystal portals around you by placing crystals to create your own portals. Can help you to gain deeper insight into your energetic frequency as a Lyran. Another way that you can connect to the Lyran frequency to open portals on the planet and for your own life to clear the ways for you to walk on Earth fully connected and aligned with such high vibrational frequency is to connect to the 12th dimension, which is the 12th chakra in our auric field, or at least that's how it was revealed to me one night in a fervorous moment of inspiration and connection. I was awakened by the Lyrans, in a sense, and was shown this great vision. If you want to hear more about it, and you haven't already, you should definitely check out my 12th dimension video. During this vision, it was revealed to me that this 12th dimension is where the Lyrans reside. It is this pure white light and vibrates at the frequency of divine love, divine truth, divine inspiration, and universal consciousness, which are some of the highest spiritual themes that this reality encompasses. You can also connect to the Lyrans, of course, through the color purple. However, I would not recommend opening this portal if you feel you are ungrounded. I would suggest working with the chakras of the body, 1 through 7 in the traditional chakra system, before opening this portal to the 12th dimension. So this is a more advanced frequency to connect to, and if you are ungrounded and existing purely in this energetic space, you may not have the tools, the proper tools to anchor this frequency onto the material world of our existence. For deeper balance and alignment of your chakras, definitely check out the website down below, healinglightandstardust.com, which is a portal of itself. So yes, the purpose of connecting to high vibrational spiritual energy is to bring it onto the material plane, to help raise the vibration of the planet, to awaken the consciousness of humanity and our collective, to move toward these higher spiritual themes together, because we are all connected. And if one person is in a lower vibrational frequency, we all are. We all feel that. Spirit expresses itself through separate forms, yet the energy of these forms remains the same. The same is true for each and every human being. all of us are made of the same star stuff. So you can connect to the 12th dimension in order to bring down the fullness of who you are and who you are meant to become in this lifetime and in this reality. Along with the 12th dimensional video, I would recommend checking out the 7 chakras meditation, which also connects you to the 7 archangels. And then of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Goddess Divine YouTube channel, because an entire video about how to connect to the 12th chakra specifically is on the way. It's called the Divine Gateway Chakra, and we've already done the Soul Star, the Spirit, the High Heart Chakra, and Earth Star as well, if you want to plug into those frequencies. Speaking of the Earth Star Chakra, this too is a Lyran portal. So the Earth Star Chakra is located at the center of Earth. It is the core of Earth, this incredible access to the magnitude of its power can be felt in the Earth Star Chakra. It is the fire element within Earth. Here we have access to the ancient memories of our ancestors. Here we can plug into the crystalline light codes, the sacred geometric forms of crystals are created deep within Earth. In working with the Earth Star Chakra, we can connect to our ability to influence our own lives using this potent, mystical, magical energy that is present here. In the Earth Star Chakra, we can connect as well to the sacred remembrance of the interconnectedness of all things as an energetic force, not only purely from our mental awareness, but also from an emotional and intuitive intelligence. The angelic beings who come from Lyra, who come from this high consciousness, are able to traverse every plane of existence. They are not purely bound to the material, but can come down from the heavens, in a sense, to experience even the densest of frequencies. At the Earth Star Chakra, we have access to the light that is present within the darkness, illuminating our own unconsciousness to give birth to a new version of who we are. The Earth Star Chakra also teaches us that great wisdom comes from undertaking considerable feats, like the willingness to dive so deeply into oneself to gain access to our innermost self. To connect to the Earth Star Chakra, you can watch a video titled The Earth Star Chakra. You can also practice earthing by walking barefoot on the earth. You could purchase an earthing mat, or you could purchase grounding crystals. Obsidian specifically connects one to the Earth Star. That is a lava stone. You could also wear colors that represent nature. So greens, browns, gray tones. While channeling this video, I remembered this book I used to read as a child called Journey to the Center of the Earth. That is a divine message for those watching who maybe want to read this book to connect to this particular Lyran portal. And then the last portal that I have channeled for this video to help you to enter the Lyran frequency is to connect to the energy and the land of Lemuria, which is our pre-ancient civilization, our great mother civilization, from which we all have originated. This was the land of the first beings, the light beings, the star beings that took root on planet Earth and essentially gave birth to civilization. The energy of Lemuria is still felt within the lands that Lemuria embodied, from the coastline of West Africa to the islands of East Asia, the Pacific Islands, Australia, Brazil, really all of the lands bordering the Indian Ocean, where Lemuria was. You know, this energy and frequency is the energy of water, of a feminine flow. Lemuria represents the light body, spiritual consciousness, limitless potential and capability, and the capabilities we have when we are embodying our light body and our lightest state of being, which is that flow. If you want to learn more about feminine energy, I have an entire video about the divine feminine. Lemuria also represents 5D consciousness, our emotional body, as well as our spiritual bodies. Lemuria was a land as well of elemental beings, fairies, angels, earth angels, and high priestesses. Our DNA houses the information of this ancient land because we all were there in Lemuria, as these were part of the first beings upon Earth who gave birth to human form. To access your DNA further, check out my Heal Your DNA video. And to tap into the frequency of Lemuria as it is being brought into the future by our remembrance through this idea of the new earth, you can also check out my New Earth video, both of which are on my membership page. Humanity is reaching a time of harmonic convergence where the realms between the physical and the spiritual are no longer so separate, but rather experienced much more closely. The link between who we once were, who we are, and who we are meant to be is only a click away. So definitely make sure to subscribe to the membership page down below. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was such an honor to channel the sacred information for all of you, and let me know down below which portal you'll be entering. I have entered way too many, which is why I'm here in the forest channeling messages from spirit for all of you. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Truly, it's such a blessing. I can't wait to see you next week for a brand new video. Don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who you think might resonate with it. Check out all the links in the description below, and I will see you next time.